Welcome to the last summer, hurrah!
It's not the last
I
summer.
don't know, it's like mid-August in my mind.
I feel like summer.
Everything I do now, it's like, I'm like, this could be my last time this summer. You never know. When fall will strike. Actually, we live in the South, so.
Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey and Wine. I'm Sam.
I'm Heather.
And today we are going to be doing a fun little video comparing a dry Riesling versus a regular Riesling or sweet Riesling, and kind of seeing how the two stack up against each other. Now, I will say this was more of an impromptu video because I made a mistake yesterday. So let me grab this bottle real quick.
So I was just a girl looking in our wine fridge and found this beautiful little one and opened it. And then Samuel comes out and was like, "What are you doing?"
Okay, I was not like, what are you doing?
Okay, no. I thought I was traumatized. You're just like, but...
Well, okay, I looked at the bottle and I said, you're like, oh, I don't think we were using that one for anything. I'm like, oh, I think we might actually. I think we might be using that to compare to the dry Riesling version. In my defense, this was 3:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, something like that.
I can't tell people that.
It's when you get off work. I get off work at midnight. She gets off work at 1. So a lot of our filming and stuff like that, our days are very shifted. It's weird.
I just live in a different time zone. That's all you have to know.
But
it's self-inflicted.
I woke up after sleeping for a couple hours because I wasn't working that night. And I was like, oh, I'm confused. I'm pretty sure we're going to be using that one. Not realizing this was a different Riesling. I honestly don't remember where I got this Riesling.
And that's why I found him in the wine fridge. And I was like, the Chateau Michel. It's like, obviously. Columbia Valley, Washington State. I was like, I love, again, speaking of fall, I love a Washington Pinot. Yeah. I was like, so what better way to start my pre-fall theatrics with a Washington Riesling? And that was how I decided.
Yeah. And full disclosure, this is a fantastic Riesling. But because it was already open, just want to pour a little bit of it so we kind of get our palates acclimated to Riesling.
It's a slight effervescence, which I don't think that's a requirement or necessarily a standard.
Not really.
Of Riesling. So it's one that really is just very light, crisp.
Very light, very honey, very peach ring, very sweet, very nice. But just kind of wanted to get us in that vein of thought for Rieslings. And now we're going to dive into the other two. So let me go grab those glasses and we will get rolling with that. All right. So we have 2 glasses because we have 2 different Rieslings that we are trying. These are both going to be from the same vineyard. They are going to be the same year, but they're going to be 2 different types of Rieslings. So this one is the... Which one do we even... Okay. So it's basically just a Riesling for this one. And then this one is going to be the Clone 49 Riesling, which is typically going to be the drier style. So what we're going to do is we are going to pour these.
Do I have to get wine charms?
No, as long as we know which one's left and right. You don't trust yourself?
No.
Okay. We're going to get the wine charms. Please hold.
This is for science. We must have it be verifiable.
Quick backstory while she's doing this. So this vineyard is going to be Laurenta Vineyard out of the Ohio River Valley, I believe. Not the Ohio River Valley. The Grand River Valley is what it's called. So Northern Ohio, basically Geneva area. This is where this vineyard is going to be coming from. It makes sense that they're going to be making Riesling, but this Riesling is fantastic. We did get to try both of these last year when we were up there for my birthday. So we do have an idea of what they taste like, but that was also way back in February. It is now August. So let's dive into these now and see where we end up. So now that we have our wine charms on here, I'm just going to open up both of these and then I'll have Heather close her eyes. I will pour both of hers. She'll have me close my eyes. She'll pour both of mine. And we will blind them and see if we can tell the difference between which one is which. So at this point, we do not know which one is which. I know which one Heather's drinking. She knows which one I'm drinking. But we are going to dive into this and hopefully I will be able to decipher this and make it make sense for you guys in post-production. But let's get into it. So with Rieslings, there's going to be obviously a base flavor that you're going to get, but Rieslings can range from dry to sweet. And a lot of people just assume that Riesling is always going to be sweet, but obviously that's not the case. So you can find a Riesling that is going to be on that drier side, but there's still going to be like some sweetness and some things like that, but it's going to be drier than a regular Riesling, if you will. Okay, so Riesling is going to come across as lime, green apple, beeswax, jasmine, and petroleum sometimes. It is very rare that you're going to get that gasoline, petroleum kind of smell to it. And I believe if you are getting that, it's typically a German Riesling, I think.
Oh, these are not German.
Definitely not.
Although the heritage of the winemaker could be German.
Could be. Oh,
We
I
don't know.
it's really hard to swirl this with
Oh, you gotta
charms.
like hold it.
Well, it just makes noise.
Well, no, like you hold the charm in your hands.
How are you? Oh, that is so much work. So much more work.
We're just here creating our own problems.
Very heavy green apple, like Jolly Rancher green apple. I do get a little bit of that petroleum, like gasoline
Okay, you
smell
said
on
that. I think I know, because this one, I'm pretty sure this one and that one are the same.
Oh, we went left, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Because this one
I don't
is
remember what's in your left or
very
your right.
fruit.
I have to look at my phone again.
Oh, I guess that, I don't know.
Whatever's in this glass right here, it does have a little bit of that gasoline-esque smell to it.
Almost feels like a full body and a light body difference. I don't know if that's not like really accurate, but just
So
one feels more amplified. I'm surprised how different they are tasting them. I would not, to me, it's just kind of shocking the degree of difference. It is the same year, it's the same vineyard, grapes, just different.
Ooh, that is night and day different. Okay. So I am 99% sure I know which one's which. This is insane. So with glass number one, I guess you could say, whatever this one is on my left side, it's very minerally. It is kind of earthy, more like slate, very closed off on the nose. There's not a lot going on.
I feel like there's still a tiny bit of citrus.
A little bit, like a little bit of lime.
It's still a white.
But with this glass, this one is coming across much fruitier, much more sweet, much, I guess you could say, a little bit fuller bodied in comparison,
Like,
because of
when
the sugar content.
Like it feels thicker.
Yeah, there's
in your mouth.
more residual sugar, I believe, in this one. Okay. Very, very cut and dry, but I want to make sure we talk about these in the same order. So I think that this one is the Clone 49.
Actually, no.
It's not?
Which is like why.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put 49 with the skulls, because 49 skulls would be a lot of skulls, but 49 bows wouldn't really be that many bows.
That is the weirdest rationale. That is weird, and now I'm confused.
I feel like it's backwards.
Which one do you think is the 49 for you?
I mean, I was the same thing where I thought this one would be the 49.
And that's the one that was drier for you?
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe, okay.
Which one was Snowflake?
That's 49.
49?
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss pour?
Hang on. Let me see. No.
No.
These two are the same.
These two are.
This is 49.
No. Oh, it is. Oh,
Yes.
I messed up.
See, I told you.
I intentionally.
So, yes.
Okay, so this totally aligns with the sweet versus dry debate.
Yeah. So coming across for a drier Riesling, let's talk about this guy first. What were you really getting on it? What would you explain to someone for a drier Riesling? Especially for someone who likes potentially like a Moscato or does like just a base Riesling, something a little bit sweeter.
I would say with the dry Riesling, the experience is overall lighter. Like the texture of it is not thick. Like it just feels light in your mouth. And there's a relatively high acidity. Like I feel kind of like my mouth start to water when I sip it. But in this case, the acidity is not necessarily paired with like an overly like sharp citrus. Like there, I feel like there are notes of citrus, but it's not like hitting you in the face citrus. You know, it's just kind of, you feel it more than you taste it.
I get a lot of lime out of it, like lime zest.
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah,
the
that's a good
flavor I
way
get
of
out of
saying
this.
it.
And on top of that, there's also this
Kind of like the slate mineral.
Yeah. But there's this weird kind of dried peach flavor as well that I'm getting.
Ooh, like a dehydrated apricot. Dehydrated apricot.
I don't know if it's apricot or peach, but dehydrated fruit.
It's something.
Yeah.
But minus the sugar. Instead of adding sugar to dehydrated fruit, they removed the sugar, and you were left with just the dried fruit.
Yeah. So this is night and day difference between these two glasses. If you put these two in front of me, I would probably not have realized that this is a Riesling. I would have guessed this is a Riesling, and I might have guessed this is like some really weird Sauvignon Blanc weirdness or something
That's
like
actually, the dry Riesling actually drinks more like a Sauvignon Blanc.
A little bit. So if you are someone that likes a sweeter thing, be leery of dry Rieslings.
The dry Riesling will not be for you.
Yeah, this is very
If you are
different.
a Moscato, stick with the sweet Riesling.
But on the flip side, if you are someone who does like a Sauv Blanc, a Pinot Gris, or something like that,
A dry Riesling is going to be right up your alley.
yeah, you're definitely going to enjoy that. Now, for the sweet one, this
It's
one,
just bursting with flavor.
yeah.
I
the
feel like in
bouquet
the
on
other one
this-
I'm searching, and this one I'm just like,
Yeah, the bouquet on this one is insane. It just pops right out of the glass. It hits you in the face. There's a lot going on. Very fruity, very much, again, peach rings.
mm-hmm.
And then
Kind
not
of
as
honey.
much.
A little bit of honey.
Yes, there's a honeyed
Mhm.
sweetness, I would say, but I don't really get that on the nose. I get that on the
Yeah,
palate.
that's a palate. And it's not as sharp in your mouth. You don't
No.
get that. It's like smooth. So the experience of these ones are different. So this one, I feel like the nose is what you realize the most, versus with the dry, I feel like it's like the feeling,
Yeah.
you know.
The acidity hits you really bad on, or I shouldn't say really bad, but it hits you very much up front on the dry Riesling.
Mhm.
But on the sweet Riesling, or just the Riesling, it is going to be much more of all these flavors that you're getting.
Mhm.
So, and it's going to sound weird, but if you took a green Jolly Rancher and kind of melted that down and then added just like some honey to it, that's kind of the
That
flavor I'm
sounds
getting.
so gross, but like I see what you're coming. But if that doesn't sound good to you, don't be turned off.
Yeah, it's not as
But
extreme.
if that sounds good to you, then like go for it.
If this is where that flavor would be, if you were actually like just literally did that, tone it down to about like
Yeah,
here.
it's the essence of that.
Yeah, it's very, very light. Still very refreshing. There's still a good amount of citrus to it, but it is not going to be as, I guess, aggressive on the citrus as the
Mm-mm.
off dry or
No.
the dry.
It's more well-rounded just because of how the sweetness balances it.
Yeah. To say the least, I am completely shocked about how different these two wines turned out. Again,
I
same year,
Expected
same
it to
vineyard.
be harder.
Yeah, I did not think these were going to be this close. They are technically, I believe, different grapes. Clone 49 Riesling versus Riesling are
Mhm.
cousin grapes, obviously Riesling being the overarching grape. But even with that, I am still very, very, very surprised at how different these two grapes and these two wines turned out.
Mhm.
So in short, if you are someone who likes something a little bit drier, definitely go for the dry Riesling. It is going to be really nice and dry like you would expect out of a dry white. But if you're someone who likes something sweeter, just go with the base Riesling and you're going to be good to go.
And the difference is noticeable. So if you have a distinct preference and you are purchasing a Riesling, it's worth figuring out which one you have.
100%. And if you
like,
are
the difference matters.
If you are in the Ohio area, definitely check out Laurenta Winery. It is one of the really good stops,
They're
honestly,
so
in the
good.
Grand River Valley up there in Geneva. Check them out. definitely get some food there. The restaurant too is amazing and beautiful. But I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you on Wednesday. Cheers.